disclaimer before we begin. Intentional living may cause an overwhelming sense of inner peace, an urgent need to sit back and relax, and major disappointment in humanity. Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Zoe with Zoe Lives Freely, and I'm so excited to show you all of the YouTube videos that I've created for my blog, Zoe Lives Freely. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing one concept in particular, which is intentional living. And if you've not heard of intentional living is any lifestyle based on an individual or group's conscious attempts to live according to their values and beliefs. These can include lifestyles based on religious, political, or ethical values, as well as for self-improvement. So living intentionally is basically putting thought and devotion into each and every action every day, and really just living more mindfully of those around you as well as yourself. So a lot of this can play into the three concepts that we discussed earlier, which were thinking intentionally, acting intentionally, and reacting intentionally. So here are three simple daily actions to an intentional, successful life. Okay, so we're going to start off with number one, which is to be productive as soon as you wake. Thinking intentionally. So there's our thinking intentionally, and personally for me, I like to start off the day with a little bit of yoga and meditation to sort of help myself reflect on what I want my day to be like. Do I want it to be calm or productive or successful? The mood of your day is really something to consider, especially during your morning meditation. If you feel stressed or not excited to go to work that day or fulfill whatever morning obligations that you have. So I actually did read somewhere that the first 15 minutes and last 15 minutes of your day determine the overall feeling of your day. So again, you'll want to make sure that you're thinking intentionally. So a little bit of a side note, when I say meditation, I just mean intentional thinking. I know meditation can be a big scary word that means you have to roll out your yoga mat or whatever, which you definitely don't have to do unless you want to. The good thing about meditation is that it's a really personal practice that is really all your own, and you can make it whatever you want as long as you want. If you're a little bit lost with intentional thinking, or maybe you just don't know where to start, two things that I like to do every day are, number one, make my first thought of the morning an uplifting one. I can repeat a mantra to myself. I have a couple different ones that I like to use. My first is, I am strong enough to be brave and brave enough to be strong. And then my second one is, I will be productive today. I also like to, with every negative thought that I have, ask myself three questions to really determine if the thought is beneficial to me. So my first is it necessary? My second, is it helpful? And third, is it true? So if you really just set up this checkpoint for yourself, it can really lead to a more successful day and just a better mindset overall. And it's really about being healthy, happy, and successful. So my second tip for this video is to read a little and or learn something new. So obviously you don't have to read to learn something new anymore. We have YouTube videos, podcasts, and a whole other bunch of resources that are, especially to all of us budgeters, free to use, which is awesome. I myself am a bookworm, so I really do love to catch up on a novel that I've been reading, or even just check out the daily news, which I can use my little news app for on my phone, super convenient, and it helps me stay up to date and jumpstart my cognitive function for the day. I will give you a little bit of a tip though. Make sure you are waking up early enough to get in some learning, no matter what method you may choose, just because you don't want to be rushing around before work or any other morning obligations, because then it'll just feel like a chore and you'll just wish you slept in longer. Believe me, I've been there, I know how it is. You may even prefer to write or journal a little bit in the morning. I personally love to do this as I feel it really wakes up my brain and just gets me ready for a successful, intentional day. So I actually do use my success planner. And if you haven't heard of what a success planner is, it takes less than 5 minutes to fill out each day. Super easy, super simple. And I've actually included that template in one of my monthly newsletters, either July or August. So be sure you're subscribed to my email list to get that freebie and many others. So that was number two, read a little or learn something new, which is our intentional acting. And now onto the third one, which is our intentional reacting, is to take a break. Whether it be meditate, stretch, or have a light, budget-friendly snack. I do hope you choose to implement this last one, because I personally have felt the benefits of taking a break and or having, a nice light breakfast that energizes me and is full of protein to get me ready for the day. So I actually do have a couple examples of what that breakfast could be. It could be yogurt and granola, some hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs pretty much any way you like them, some toast with avocado, which is a personal favorite if you add red pepper. In regards to meditation and or light stretching, I know I said in number 1 that I like to do some yoga, but it's really more, my morning session at least, is more of just light stretching and a lot of meditation to sort of prepare me for a successful, intentional day. So I can, like I said in number 1, repeat a bunch of mantras to myself. And I've also found a lot of value in free YouTube videos that are actually surprisingly really great. There's a channel that I like for my yoga in particular, which is called Yoga with Adriene, and she has beginner, intermediate, and advanced level classes for everyone. Again, like I cautioned you with number 2, be sure you have enough time in the morning to really get into stretching and not feel so rushed, especially if you have morning obligations like a job or children to take care of. You're really going to need those extra couple minutes to yourself. So that was our number 3, which was take a break, stretch a little, have a nice budget-friendly snack, or meditate. And that was our intentional reacting. So just to recap, we did number 1, which was be productive as soon as you wake, which is our intentional thinking. And number 2, read a little and learn something new, which is our intentional acting. And number 3, meditate, take a break, have a light budget-friendly snack, and stretch a little, which is our intentional reacting. I hope you liked this video, and please let me know what you liked and didn't like, and what you want to see more of in the comments below.